stop having abortions. This don't get talked about enough. Since the inception of abortions, we've had about 19 million
Yeah.
black abortions. So just think about that number. Imagine a million more 19 Keyses. Imagine a million more Vireways. Imagine a million more Malcolms that y'all voluntarily eliminated before they had a chance to even blossom. So we out here fighting a warfare. Margaret Sanger, look her up and look what her message was. So if you're a black woman or a black man funding and supporting abortion, you are funding your own genocide. Think about that. Your enemy's not doing it. You're voluntarily funding your own genocide. Think about how much money we would have flowing in the community with 19 more million of us like-minded, vibrating on a higher frequency. Because it's strength in numbers. In California, we're outnumbered a lot. I've been all over Cali. I'm all over the city, Lakewood, Long Beach, LA. I don't care where you go. We're the minority out here. So just imagine another million of us out here.
But even with that concept, we don't have no unity in the communities with the numbers we got now. So even producing, not saying that they should not be producing, but even producing more, it'd just be creating more of the chaos in a sense. Because now we have a gang of more babies that's growing up and raised by the single mothers or raised by the broken families. And then what does that ultimately determine when we see that happening?
But this is why I said like-minded. And this is why I also said we need a system, because the feminist system put this ideology in our minds, in our women's minds, where they empowered them with money and positions in the workforce where they feel like they don't need us anymore. We don't need the black man because we have the man. So I don't got to go to my husband for money because this white business owner or whatever color business owner is paying me. So I don't really got to listen to what the fuck you saying no more. I don't got to listen to your direction. I'm strong, independent. And this is the result of that. We got to get back to our system. That's what I'm saying. It starts with the mindset.
I think that in order to stop the what, you got to get into the why. You understand me? And it has to be a counteractive warfare. So there was a lot of, again, loneliness is as dangerous as 15 cigarettes a day, right? And when people lonely, they look for connection. When black women felt lonely at a time with black men going to war or they outside or working, they start looking for connection. You understand me? They start connecting to ideas that weren't going to be beneficial to them, but they didn't know. You understand me? Because white women co-opted them talking about feminism, right? But the question becomes, why were they so susceptible to the ideology in the first place? This is how you stop it. When somebody say, how do you protect it? You have to develop a certain mental defense so that these ideas can't enter the community. You understand me? Because the most dangerous thing, again, goes back to the cognitive security, right? It could be your own child. Your own child could grow up in where they go to school and they start believing in abortions, you feel me, as a viable option because of they didn't pick the right partner or, you know, they had sex too early or they don't believe in children, right? Whatever it may be. How are you going to stop your child from believing in those things? So again, like the mental defense, the self-awareness, the knowledge of self, the culture that we cultivate inside the house, the aligning of those values and teaching and then training them into these children early and making sure that there's an environment so that those ideas and those psyops can't be ran on is where it begins.